All right. Hey, trust you are doing well and that you have had a great week thus far. Kind of want to take a look at our macro minute, just kind of go over a number of things. Taking a look at what we've been thinking on. I've been seeing a number of deals that are coming through in the marketplace right now. We continue to analyze deals. It definitely is a challenging environment for being able to find the proper return, the proper metrics. We're very disciplined on our underwriting and hold steadfast to the fundamentals and conservative underwriting that's served us well over the many years. And so, I just want to highlight, because again, I know many of you see things that come through on your email. And so I just want to take a look at that. Three critical areas to look at, and it's not the only thing, but it definitely is critical to look at, is what is the underwritten cash flow on the deal? Is it cash positive in the first year, or is it being underwritten where it's, cash neutral or cash negative for the first 12 months or, 18 months? You need to look at that to really see. And then the question becomes, what is that cash positive focus or return in that first year? The second thing that, is critical to look at is what is the debt structure? Is the debt a Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac fixed rate loan? Is it, 5 years, 7 years? Is it a bank debt or bridge debt? At what rate is that? If it's at 7.5% or 9%, probably is a challenge for that first year cash flow to be positive. I don't know. You just got to look at the deal. I mean, in many cases, that metric doesn't work unless there's a substantial difference or discount in the price. So you have to look at that and see. And then even if it is a shorter term debt instrument, what is that time frame? That's critical to look at right now because, again, the uncertain environment we're in, the interest rate environment we're in, you have to look at that and to, make an honest evaluation. And then the third thing I think that's important is also, what is the exit plan? Is it a hold process for 5 years? Is it a, value add that will be sold in the next 3 years? And then critical to that is, what is the exit cap rate? What is the envisionment of what the interest rate will be at that time? I've seen some folks where their plan is, okay, we're going to buy it today, and then in 12 to 18 months, we're going to refinance it at a substantially lower rate, and then we're going to hold it another, whatever that may be, 2 years, and then sell it. And then when we sell it, the cap rate will be down to, 5%. And so, every market is different. There is no, hey, what's the cap rate across the country? It varies market by market. There's some similarities, no doubt, but there's definitely variances because real estate is local. And so, in that kind of model where the person is buying it here at this interest rate, and in 12 months, they think, okay, hey, it's going to be down to here, or 18 months, we're going to refi and get this rate down to here. That may be a challenge. I think that it's a highly more probable that interest rates stay higher longer than it is that they retrace quickly. And so now we would hope that that would be the case. Next year, 2024, there's an economic slowdown, recession. There is the slowing down of the economy. There is a continuing deceleration or decline in interest rates. And then that also begins to move in the capital markets where more money flows into bonds. As more money flows into bonds, the price of the bond goes up, which causes the yield to go down. And that's what affects the longer term interest rates, like on the 10-year treasury, which is a driver for fixed rate long-term debt. So, that would happen, but yet I don't believe that that's a fast path, meaning it's like, okay, we're going to snap our fingers and see that happen. I think it's a more slower path. And so, yes, I would hope that we see the decline. Yes, I believe that that is possible. However, for us, we go on the more conservative side of projecting or expecting that we're not going to see that more substantially until 2025. And so, therefore, if we were planning to refinance or, exit or lower rates, we're not envisioning that till a time in 2025. So I think it's important that you look at these things. Now, again, these are the top three that I would look at. Now, again, also fundamentally, real estate is location, location, location. Is it a good location? I wouldn't be buying a sub-tier location or, mushy area or transition area that's still got, significant gentrification. I mean, that's not the moment in time to be buying it. I also wouldn't be in, any kind of D plus C minus area right now, just because, again, that's going to be a struggle. And then also, does the business plan make sense, right? Like, we've seen a number of deals that have gone south in the past, 12 months as interest rates have gone up. It's kind of broken their business plan model, or their business plan model revealed that it was not good. And so, like, some C minus areas of Houston where they're envisioning raising the rents by $450. They're envisioning to get additional income of valet trash and things of that nature. Those just don't make sense, right? Like, you're not going to be able to. I remember early on, years ago, God, is probably 7 years ago now, looking at a deal in South Carolina, and it was a good price deal. The problem with it, though, it was sitting in a not good area. And the realization, or the reality of that, is you can fix up the property, but you're not going to get good people to drive through a bad area to come stay at a good property. And eventually the efforts to make it a good property will be diffused by the less than good area. And that's unfortunately just the truth. And so, you don't have control over that area. And also, at the same time, the people that live in that area, you're not going to be able to make it a better place and raise the rents by $400, because, that implies that you're getting a different demographic. Now, it may be in the same tier, meaning, you're not moving from the blue collar person to the, architect making $120,000, but you're moving from the lower tier of the blue collar to the higher tier. You're moving from the guy making, $45,000 to the supervisor position making $75,000. And so that's really what we look at. And I want to encourage you, you've got to understand the business plan. Does the business plan make sense, right? I mean, that's key. I think I've seen a number of things where they just don't make sense. So again, as a recap, I would look at, most critically, what's going on with the cash flow in the first 12 to 18 months. 2, what is the debt structure that is purported to be with the deal? 3, what is the selling cap rate on the back end? Is that been adjusted for a realistic focus? And then the other normal metrics of, does the business plan make sense? Is it in a good location? Is it a realistic execution in the time frame given? These are all critical things that I want you to be aware of. So again, appreciate you always joining in with us. Hopefully these are helpful for you. These are things that our team talks about. I talk about individually with other investors and partners with us. And so I want to share this with you to help you be ahead of the curve as we move forward through this next cycle. Have a blessed and victorious week, for this is the week God has ordained for you.